Hi, Sagis, and welcome to your monthly. It's going to be really interesting month. So let me start with what is on the bottom of your deck. You have Seven of Cups and the kitty cat sleeping. So this could be talking about being overly indulgent or maybe being scattered in all directions and hence not really getting to the solution, not really getting your cups. Instead, like, you know, just getting overly tired. It's seven, it's very unstable energy. And the second deck is saying flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So it tells me, like, usually that happens when there's lots of heavy energy happening. So let's see what you're bringing to the past, to the present. There is unrequited love. There is not enough attention, attraction, or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And King of Cups reversed. So it's somebody who could have been manipulative. It could be somebody who maybe caused you not to get to this love. This person could have been a water sign. This person could have been somebody who is just abusing drugs or alcohol and who is not able to really understand that you need and want happiness for yourself. It could be your ex-partner. It's certainly somebody highly manipulative. And this person, male or female, is not going to stop short at anything. It's literally anything can be used. Sexuality, kids, money, threats, threatening suicide. Yeah, and literally this person has caused you such nightmare that you were kind of like not yourself, I would say. You kind of like came really kind of like phased out, right? And you feel maybe that you're taken for granted. Maybe you feel that it was suggested to you to take an offer. This person really wants you, but you really didn't want this person. And I don't know, maybe this is the person you didn't want, or maybe this person is preventing you to get to someone else. It could go both ways. And as I said, this person is somebody emotional, but in a really bad way, sort of like creating you this Glenn Close, kind of like, boiling your rabbit in it, kind of like you are so freaked out with this person. So that's why I kind of like don't see that this is that unrequited love, because this person is so completely out of balance. And yet it looks like it's possible that you Sagittarius had extra person around, because these to me are the energies that come from two different people. It kind of will be too much that this is all kind of contained within the one person. Another thing from the past was there was somebody that you started something, engagement, your love life was ascending to the next level, but instead of continuing to ascend, it kind of like started to be stagnant. It started to kind of wonder how to go, right? So this is ultimately a card of patience. So right now is in a waiting stage about, wondering what's going to happen. And there is a little bit of disappointment or even sorrow. Maybe somebody didn't wait it. Maybe you were hoping for a higher level of commitment and you were willing to wait, and maybe the other person didn't want to wait, because look, it here shows that you have this energy of being backstabbed, literally, kind of having that hurt and pain. You had 9 over here you have 10. So okay, you're dragging to this month good things and hope, kind of like you're raising from the ashes, because the worst is over, and right now you can just look for a stardust, right? So let's see how you are starting the month. You're starting a month with pay attention to the red flags. Well, no kidding, you have 5 of Swords reversed, because you just realize like this was a big battle that you guys had, and it was hurtful. and you got defeated, and you just realize, like, it's kind of like, this makes no sense. Why did I get defeated when in relationships there are no winners, there are no losers? What kind of deal is that? You're supposed to get together and not to finish it with screaming or anxiety, etc. And look, it shows judgment, and it shows Ace of Swords, meaning, okay, this came to the end. It is time to raise above, right? Look at this kitty. Raise above and cut any crap, including your own. Kind of like, this makes no sense. It's all kind of like words. So paying attention to the red flags is literally the words they do happen and that they don't happen. So it's kind of like troubleshooting the system. And what is crossing is children. Your love life is being affected by children, and it is crossed with Knight of Pentacles reversed. So you might be leaving someone, or they might be leaving you. This could be that King of Cups, because this shows not building things anymore, and this situation could have involved children, or could have involved more something that you are still connected to, right? Because it shows, look, you are finishing it off. It's just like one more step left for you, and somehow you're still not capable of making that step. You have to cut through it. And it sounds like to me that maybe somebody's manipulating you about children, and this is why you are going back because of it. There are two cards going back, and yet you don't want to go back. You want to finish this off. See, this is about the past. That's what I see with one person. There was like a huge, enormous like heartbreak. With another one, you just couldn't wait to get rid of. That's why I see more than one person. Express your love. Look, express your love and express your love. And it is like somebody from the past. Somebody who to you was like the goddess or the god, who was sexy, flirty. You literally got crazy about this person. You did things, you enjoyed doing things. You literally actually felt alive. Versus now, you kind of like don't feel that way. You kind of feel dead. You might be functioning, but it's kind of zombie. There you go, right? So look, the whole thing is like, even thinking about this person, male or female, it is bringing you pain, right? Because there are things that you truly, truly miss about this person, is disappointment. And to some extent, because this person is in the past, and it wasn't breakup here, right? It was even in the past. This person is like really vivid in your mind. It almost like sounds like that you are not only suffering over loss of this person, but you're suffering because of suffering. So what's in front of you? You're refusing to be single. You're still hoping. You are still hoping, this Nine of Pentacles, that things will turn around. You are trying to get in touch. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. You're trying to get this firm ground and kind of like revisit how you can get that happiness and how you can get this justice. There are things here, and I'm wondering if this now, I have a death and I have a justice here. Guys, I see divorce here. That's Justice King. Some of you are divorcing. Some of you just had enough. It was like such a big manipulation. The only card I'm missing here, and I even have like a wheel reversed and a commitment reversed here, and 6 here reversed. You do want to start something new. You want to start something new. And this says, I don't want this love. I don't want a love. This says, and I'm not stable, I'm not balanced. This is why I don't want it. Even though you're still attracted to someone, but you don't feel, even though you do feel on some level that you can manifest, you don't think it will go very far at this stage. The others, you will need to have this heart-to-heart conversation. You are suffering. It's like 3 people suffering here. You are suffering, the mate is suffering, and there is 3rd person suffering. So I don't know who caused the 2 people are suffering, But you know, here it shows literally, you know, this is somebody who wants attention, is willing to get anything they can to get attention. So you really need to talk to them and call their bluff. Say, look, I see what you're doing, and I see that you're manipulating with kids and with whatever, right? If you want to go, you go, because right now you're making yourself miserable. And guess what happens? If you're miserable, everybody gets miserable. And look at here, even like your friends are telling you go. Look at this, you got a fool. Like the better life is waiting. Or if you continue, you're just going to fall off the ledge. You're foolish to continue. Look, wedding. The situation involves marriage, and it's like wheel reverse. It is unhappy marriage. It is unhappy union, guys. Yeah, it's the end of that fun phase, guys. And there is no strength anymore to go. Look, you received 3 major arcanas next to wedding. So guys, if you are in a relationship with a Sag who wants to leave, you know, let them go. Let them go. Don't pull them, because it's just going to explode in your face. Sages are not there. They don't see this commitment anymore. Look, they're leaving commitment behind, and they're going in a new love. A new person has stirred their romantic feelings. Yeah, they're getting out of this protective box. And when they get out, and they still feel the burden of this commitment, look at that. And there we go. I was wondering, where is the devil going to show up? And it is showing up. This whole commitment thing is feeling Saggies like really contained, really like out of element. The cat thinks it's a dog or a rabbit, for God's sake, right? So it is hard, and it's like not achievable to what your partner wants. You're getting all these promises. You're getting promises of this, oh my gosh, I can provide you with a great life. But you have been there and didn't work for you, and you are feeling tremendous sorrow over everything that happened. But it seems to me there is a manipulator over here, and these are legal consequences. You are starting something legal. For those of you who are tangled up legally, you'll really go back and forth this month thinking what you do, what you don't do. So let's kind of go through the other types of divinations. Let's go through Lenormand and see what's going on and what extra information we can squeeze out over there. Okay, Saggies. Let's do ladies first. And these guys are always seen upright, so if you see me turning them around, don't worry, no issues. Okay, so lady Sagittarius or romantic partners, let's see what they are going through this month. And I'm going this month extended Lenormand spread, so hopefully I can get a little bit more information. Okay, ladies, that is from April 21st to May the 20th. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's do 6. Okay, interesting. Okay, ladies, this situation involves marriage. That is dying. And it is involving children. We have the same thing over here. And what is dying through some kind of like, it's dying the way of uniting in some kind of public things. The sun is dying, its sun is setting, and sun is setting on the gatherings. something will be cut off. You see, this is cuts off things like this, and all the things over here will be cut off. So your partner, ladies and guys, Saggies, because that can be both, right, actually doesn't want this divorce. Your partner is still insisting, and you see, I see this hold. No, we are going to make it. You have an anchor here. You're receiving zillions of messages here. Let me try to get it closer here. Look at this. You're getting messages here. You know, you're getting a messages here, and kind of like being told, okay, let's go on this crossroads. Go with me. You're going to have a good life with me, right? And you're wondering, like, I mean, you still have the children, you still have these finances with this person, right? And all these promises. But look, you're feeling, and this is literally on the back of your mind, that this kind of doesn't work. And you're looking into something, you're looking up the crossroads, and you're wondering, if you go in this direction, is this going to be a cross to bear? Almost like feels like, it's my time right now. Why can't I not cut it off? And you're thinking about the reputation. You're thinking possibly about the job. And this can mean something else might get affected with that decision here as well. And if you have children, you might be the one who's not willing to as well let go that easily. But this guy here, or the partner, is really holding on to the children as a little kind of token of sort of hostage token here as well. These guys are not even looking at each other. There is not much connectivity over here, since I have them both in a spread. So trajectory would be, you know, if she goes this way, she does have a good, you guys have a good financial future. You have possibilities of meeting somebody who might kind of have a kind of sharp tongue, but overall it's kind of like well-to-do person. And if you're able to deal with this kind of like dual kind of issues, it can work. For your partner, ladies or guys, if that's a woman or so, the partner will try to work it out, and literally is under your feet. And this partner will have, on one hand, like, try to work on it, but this is going to end nowhere. Like, even if you try to work on it, this is not going to succeed. That's literally going to, in a couple of months, just die. On the other hand, there are crossroads for this person, and the crossroads are kind of like dealing with their own issues and kind of like facing that kind of like cross. But this person is really not letting go, and this person also has, well, I don't know, this person has a good intention. I cannot say this, but you are seeing this person through this communication, and even though you have all of this with him, there are crossroads that kind of like are cross to bear. There is something that happened, and it's not really clarified in the spread. So let me take a guy out and see if I get this additional part of that story here. Okay, let's see what is this all about. This is for Saggies, guys, and for the ladies who are viewing this, about to see what is happening to Saggy guys, or guys who are viewing to see what's happening to Saggy guys. Okay, again, look what's popping over here, right? So let's put it here too. There we have the cross again. Okay, what do I have here? So, Saggy guys, you see See, they actually, guys don't want to anchor themselves because they see that was eroding their sense of home. And kind of like it was all cloudy. See, they both have the mice and the cross here and the snake in this direction over here. So the anchor is literally tainted. And you see, they already checked out. They're out. The key to this loyalty, it's gone. And this lovebirds is like right now they have a whip over it. And they really want healthy life for themselves. Very free to meet whoever they want, and they're literally going in that direction. Another thought that is on their mind is like what is happening to their job, and there is something that is really weighing heavily. And this is not being an entrepreneur, this is literally 9-to-5 job, and they might be negotiating something, they might be starting something new, it might be end of something, start of something new, right? And yeah, that start and the fact they killed something in order to have this start is going to actually shift them to something that's going to be surprisingly good. So it depends on which trajectory is basically being chosen. I mean, if they choose this trajectory and going back to whatever was the score with this person, or if they choose the wrong job, they still might go on this kind of erosion path and have this cross, and that way that their health is not recovering. If they go this way they have lovebirds and the whip, which is like somebody they were really attracted to, which we've seen in the spread. So this could be you ladies as well. Could be somebody else that exists, and somebody else that exists that you are intrigued with has kind of like two sides to their personality. One is like very loving. It could be extremely intelligent person that maybe you have never met anybody like that, but at the same time this person comes with a kind of like whip, kind of, it can be kind of harsh. You really get it. You cannot get away with anything, or they cannot get away with anything. It's kind of like interesting communication, but it's kind of like real. It's kind of, it feels like that. I really can't say anything. It's boundless. It is very hard to have boundless relationship, but it is what it is. So what I'll do right now, I'm going to take Gypsy oracles and Verasibilia cards. So we are going to see what can be revealed here. So who do I start first with? Whoever comes first. Okay, a guy. So Sagi guy or a love interest. So let's see what we can find out here. Ooh. These cars are jumping on their own. I don't even have to. Oh my gosh. Now I'm getting information. This is like full house. Jesus. 1, 2 guys, 2 women. So this is not 3 party people. So that's why I was fishing and seeing like, more energies than 2 people. There are 4 people here. Maybe even 5. Jesus. Maybe even 6, 7. What's going on here? Okay, merchant, lord, joyfulness, room, lover, sweetheart, wife, gift, young woman. So merchant generally talks about renegotiating the deals. Lord could be married guy. So now we are getting singles, couples, everything in one spread. So let's do it this way. I'm going to do lots of clarifying. Joyfulness, actually it's allegrezza, which in this particular oracle deck, it's considered to be extreme happiness, really. It's really kind of like 3 of Cups if you really look at it. only thing here is one guy and two women, so it's not sort of like, well, I guess one guy and two women can be meaning that as well. So just so it happens that this kind of happens here and here, and we were doing the spread sort of targeting Sagittarius guys, but this is now a couple, or this is a couple, or this is a couple. So now we are having really interesting things. Then everybody's looking in a different direction. Look, let me just put this closer here. Can you see this? Look, she is looking down, he is looking up, this guy is looking here, and she is looking here, and she is looking here. So we have literally only two cards that are not, let me see if I can actually pull this a little closer, because this is really, really interesting. I actually very rarely see things like this. Okay, maybe more there. So what's basically happening here? There was an intimacy with somebody, then the deal was negotiated because there was somebody else with a child. This most likely is a child, and there was a home, and kind of like they wanted to keep the home, but this is like on the bottom. Like, I mean, he is looking up, and this guy is also not looking to that person who should be wife. So this guy, Sagittarius guy, or your interest, love interest, Saggies, they are checking out. See, they are negotiating this intimacy they had, but you know, they're leaving stuff to their wife or to their girlfriend, and kind of like what they're hoping is that the child is somehow being accepted with this another person. I think that probably could have been an issue, that kind of like they're looking forward to this happiness, but they're just sideways, kind of. This is what worries me, because there was some kind of intimacy in the past, probably with both women, but one he sees in the future, right? So we have a horse with this guy Lord, and this is the only communication method here, and Merchant is really good to renegotiate. So that's why I'm thinking this is somebody who is cutting off this relationship. So if this is being cut off, then they're leaving that partner in the past. Sort of this is being cut off. But there is still this thread. Look, and even this guy is going in L, and this guy is going directly, but this guy is going L indirectly. That's why I'm thinking this must be a daughter or a child. And so literally she is a gift to him, his gift, right? So in her trajectory, she also sees another woman than he is happy with. So whether a married guy or single guy, they do have somebody else other than their wife or girlfriend. It's right there. So let me just clarify this. I want to clarify. I don't even know what to clarify. There are so many people. Okay, let's clarify a room. Let's clarify a room. Saggies, you know what? Like, I mean, in tarot spread, it was you are not cutting something off. Here, it's kind of like first giving me a hint that kind of like you are renegotiating. But for God's sake, you know, everybody here is probably unhappy if this is rotating around. So this, just imagine it. I'm seeing this as a center of the spread. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. And kind of like, yeah, look what just jumped out. 3-party, death, constancy. So, yeah, he's cutting this off. Oh, one more, melancholy. So, yeah, this whole relationship is falling apart. The girlfriend is melancholic. There was a 3-party, which it's still existing. That's constantly, like maybe it was constantly there, and kind of this causes death of relationships. So she's getting the finances. He was not unfair to her, but let's see about the daughter or the child, and who is this young woman here, because that can be one couple, it can be another couple as well. It could be that you know a couple. Let's see who is the young woman. Why is this young woman here? UFO, an old woman. Absolutely, she's a daughter. And looks like this new person is not crazy about him bringing a baggage. And this could be his mother, or I mean, ladies, it can be you. This could be somebody wise. Old woman suggests somebody wise, somebody kind of like sitting on it. But like, I mean, there is, or maybe this young woman is not happy about his new choice. That could mean that as well. Or she's hoping that he's going to wise up. Okay, so let's clarify this merchant. What is his role over here? Yeah, you see, look at service, messenger, child. He is negotiating something new. This guy is already talking to somebody else. He has moved on. This is maybe not done. Maybe, you know, maybe this person is like still trying to win him back, you know, provide him a marriage, but let me clarify this. But this is gone. It's not going to be repaired. Clarify the room for me, please. Room. Yeah, you see, there is no intimacy anymore. It's completely kind of cut off. Completely cut off. This person is in prison. And let's see this joyfulness. What is this joyfulness? Because now here that the last is this cluster of people, and they're having such a good time in this cluster, right? Here it is like all kind of handling things. Here is renegotiating. Here is something that took place, and this is taking place, that is dying. Then this kind of like sort of works. And even though if they're children, these children will be okay with a breakup. They're not going to, mind you, they might sort of consider him a little bit of enemy. So here I'm just getting the cards for this entire cluster to get sort of like a little bit more understanding what the heck is going on here. Give me one more. Yeah, you see, somebody was waiting for him. Somebody was waiting for him. Somebody... Sweetheart, what is about that? Communication, reunion. You see, yeah, he's going possibly back to somebody he was there with. And what is this joyfulness? Hope. He's so hoping for his own happiness, or you ladies are maybe hoping for your own happiness or reunion. And the Lord, yeah, and again, this is the card of like, oh my gosh, am I doing the right thing? Oh my gosh, should I go? Should I not go? It's like that, I would say, last hesitancy, and yet it's being resolved. You get this like lightness, and he's flying away, literally, guys. So Sagittarius ladies, you'll probably reunite with someone. If any case, it's going to be lots of communication. For the married couples that have been going through difficulties, this is going to be the month where, you know, I think it's going to be collapsing to the point of not being recoverable, because the Sagittarius partner will be already negotiating something new. Look at here, you have something, and here, so he's like flying away. Both guys, both significators. So see, this person, young woman, is staying at home, and these two women are kind of like going up into this lightness and hope. So obviously this woman belongs to this cluster, so is the family or close friend or something like that. I guess you're going to tell me more, because like with 12,000 people, like there are lots of stories going on. So Sagittarius, have a great month. I love you. Take care.